video. March has been a busy, if not the busiest month when it comes to music. A lot of music has been released. Some of the greatest and biggest rap artists, even from even genre, Justin Bieber released a new album. NF does release his mixtape. A lot of things has been happening, and we are gonna try to catch up in 2021, yeah, much people, because there are some interesting songs that have been released, and I need to catch up like the rest of the world, and I'm gonna be reacting to most of them. So I'm gonna take them by in order of how they were released, but some I'm gonna jump because of how much I've been hearing people talking about them in the charts and in a lot of things on social media, in fact. So I'm starting with the Hopsin, and I'll be reacting to his brand new track, which I feel like it's almost like an explanation to the track that he released when he made this song last year. I don't want it no more. I think you remember. I think it was last year or 20. I think it was 2019 when he made the song. He was talking about he no longer wanted no more, and I have a feeling that this track is gonna explain whatever that has been going on in all the craziness of his life. And so rather than to make this a reaction, I'm gonna be stating the things that people missed when they were doing the reactions of the reaction of the song that Hobson did make. So let's enjoy. It's gonna be an exciting one. I am truly excited. So the name of the track is Alone with Me. And what I'm gonna be doing, my main reason why I'm doing this is to pick all the things that people left out in this track. So I hope you guys can enjoy whatever that I'll be covering. Do me a favor, by the way, click that like button, subscribe to Send Reacts to It. That is the best way you support us. And also give me on your comments what you think of my reaction, and also click that thumbs up and just subscribe and click the bell notification, all those things. Just do them, guys, as we are about to watch and Hopsin Alone with Me. Oh my god, I got NF in my head. It's crazy. Anyway, let's get this started. So it starts by Hopsin just asleep, enjoying his dream, I believe. Can you hear that sound? I want you to hear something. Um, Usually when you're watching movies, there's always that they always try to put the windy sound to aid to explain if you're something scary or something's about to happen. And if you listen to this sound, you can hear that something scary is about to happen, or maybe something that is going to scare you in a way. So listen.
Marcus fucking Hopsin, my guy, what up? Don't mean to intervene. How are things going? Talk to me. How you living, G? You look so confused right now. Do you remember me? Cause I've been with you since a teen, fucking you up mentally.
So the way it sounds is like the conscious talking. Of course, everyone noticed that. Let me just say that. His conscious which was speaking. In other words, we can say maybe Hobson was speaking to Marcus, if that makes sense. Let's just repeat that
How
again.
are things going? Talk to me. How you living, G? You look so confused right now. Do you remember me? Cause I've been with you since a teen, fucking you up mentally. I love it, dude. Staying inside your head.
Fucking up, fucking you mentally. So the idea I think we can get from this is it is this conscious that is talking to you. Of course, we have made that clear, but the way it is moving, it feels like it's doing something that you don't expect it to happen, something that is always stuck with you, but seeing it and coming straight to you. Our conscious can have crazy thoughts, but you don't want to see them come out. And that's why you can see that it's shocked when this thing is moving around. The idea of this, I think, if you look at it, the way it's moving, and let me get more info from that so that I can explain my point clearly, if that makes sense.
With a rent is free. I'm just here to make sure you keep all your crazy tendencies. Look at yourself in disbelief, struggle with your identity, stuck in the
Look yourself in disbelief, stuck with your identity, as just playing up with words here.
all your crazy tendencies. Look at yourself in disbelief, struggle with your identity, stuck in depression until you diagnosed with it clinically. How's your love life? Depression until you diagnosed with it.
Talking about depression now. In other words, they saying that I'm always gonna give you questions until you find yourself with depression until you are diagnosed with it. clinically. So in other words, it's still in the air. It's just playing with you. It's still in the state until it's actually diagnosed that you got depression because of the craziness you'll be going on in the head. That's what it's just trying to say.
If it's still a trifling mess, nigga, you 35, you haven't found no wifey yet? I mean, if I was you, would I be stressed? Why, yes. I guess a mail order bride is nice, it might be best. So how did you manage to get rich yet be so empty? Constantly stuck in a deep old frenzy. Maybe your ego ain't eco-friendly. Bro, you got a life that we don't envy. And I bet suicide must be so tempting. Do it. Wait, hold up. Damn. Fuck's wrong with me?
Imagine, usually it happens in our brain, but he's just trying to tell you what he has been going through in terms of his mentally, like what has been happening and how he's conscious and a lot of thoughts that were just playing around in his own brain. He's just trying to explain that in the song, so you can hear this thing talking about how much is nobody in the world, nobody really care about him, and he's growing up. He's not even found a wife yet. All the things that you are expected to have done when you are at a certain age, and he hasn't done that, and is just playing around with his own head, and it's really stressing him out. So the first thing that I can say from this thing that people miss, the idea of the conscious moving around on the corner, then next to him, next let's on there, it in a way reminds me of the movie The Mask, if you understand, where the guy had to put on the mask in the evening. I think you know the movie, and his conscience takes over. His inner desire are what you see, but in this case, we are only seeing the bad part of the desires or whatever that is happening with this conscience. We cannot see what some of these things. So I think that can actually be clear. I think.
Can't leave me alone with me. I'm like, who is this nigga? Why do I fear him? Could it be clearer? The man inside the mirror. Wait, hold up. Shit, it's got control of me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm like, who is this nigga? Why do I fear him? Could it be clearer? The man inside the mirror. So how's the rap life? Do people enjoy your music? Or you still spitting that bullshit to destroy the youth with? Be honest, you live in...
That is Jonah Lucas, isn't it? I used to spit in the like the poison that the youth that you poison the youth with. He's just trying to ask him how has been his rap life. What is he talking about right now? Is he spitting something that is educational or something that is destroying the teen with or is poisoning the youth? That's what it's been asked. Because 90% of the songs that we hear now in the world, you wonder why am I even listening to this? It's crazy. People are busy talking about how much drugs they're putting in their system, how much they put, just the crazy things, so that you abuse the mind of the little ones and the one that try to think that they are gonna be cool and dope. That's what is just trying to be explained here. That what how's your music right now? What are you really talking about in your music? Are you teaching people or are you destroying people's lives? That's all that has been said here.
People enjoy your music, or you still spitting that bullshit to destroy the youth with? Be honest, you live in the shadow with Joyner Lucas. You jealous? I know that you are. My point is proven. What the fuck happened to you?
My God. Oh my God. In other words, I think the idea of what is happening, John and Lucas, we all know how he is and how he has just grown with how he has managed to do so. He's just being told that Joanna Lucas has done more than you, and you are just living in his shadow. You have been doing this longer, but he has done more than you in a short period of time. So it's just the craziness of what they're telling him. But I know, I understand what I mean. But Joyner had a lot of people who helped him. He had a lot of crazy features, like the likes of Chris Brown, Eminem, Slim Shady. He had Eminem, so that is a big star. He had a lot of people, and he made a track about one of the legendary black men who's respected worldwide, not only in America, Will Smith, and all those things. They helped him to push him to become the man he is. So it's just his conscience telling him that you're trying to be better than this, but you cannot be there because you are living in the shadow of this guy. So it's crazy. He needed some time off. If he had not taken and he had just kept with what I was doing, it should be more than this. I don't know. Let me hear what you think in the comment section.
You was spitting so cold. You was the ill man. Hopsin on the list with the go.
Yeah, it's reminding us of the ill mind. The ill mind, you remember, right? When you are talking about how people are destroying their lives, like the youth, how they're doing this, trying to be their favorite rappers and stuff like that. So he's saying that you have lost the purpose of Hopsin. When you started, your message then and the message you are now putting to the world are really two different things. Just playing around with this. So the conscience can really fuck you up a bit if you don't play around.
Then you fell off. You should have took a different approach. I hate to say it, but you'll never be like Kendrick or Cole, nigga. It's fucked up. That isn't fair, Marcus. I'm hoping that God will answer your prayers, Marcus. But even if he does, the chances are rare that you'll have hands in the air headlining Madison Square Garden. Nigga, put the mic down, don't you fight this fight. Cause you the
Nigga, put the mic down, don't you fight this fight. Remember the track I was telling you about? I don't want it no more. This was the situation he was at, and he was like, I don't want it no more. I need to throw the mic down a bit and try to find myself. So the conscience is busy telling him every single day that you might be doing this, but throw the mic down because you are not worthy of this doing because you are not even at a point of this. Yeah, let me just repeat that so that you listen to what it's saying.
air headlining Madison Square Garden. Nigga, put the mic down, don't you fight this fight. Cause you the corny rapper only weird white kids like. So every time the blogs post you, the comment.
You are the only corny rapper that the white guys like to make them. I don't even know. I don't even want to talk about that. Anyway, you can get what I mean. That is his mind telling him that if you stop this thing because it's not making you anything, you're not going anywhere, you're not growing, you're not achieving anything, you're nobody. So just throw this down and just be. You understand what it was exactly? That's what has just been told. So that's one of the things that pushed into him making the song. I don't want it no more. All those tracks that he was making when he was saying that he's done with this, he needs to go find himself because his brain has been fucking him up 100%. And it's not only him. A lot of people can relate to this. A lot of people, whenever you want to achieve something, something always try to tell you that you cannot do this. Just throw this down. Just give up because you're not even worth it. You're not even the best. You can't even do what. All these things are what that's trying to be, what the conscience of Marcus is just trying to show him. Putting him in certain scenarios, trying to show them how people have done it better and how he cannot do it. It's just crazy. The mind can fuck you up, man. And it's always funny because now you can always relate to the track that they did with NF Lost, and maybe look at some tracks that NF did in the song, still going in the same message. If you understand, if you look at what he's saying, still going on the same message. How things, people around you can mess you up, and nothing can actually even work. So, funny enough, it seems like Marcus and NF they are going in the same direction. I don't know if that makes sense.
I was gonna roast you. I would rather be dead than be caught living in your shoes. Wait, hold up, I'm tripping. Folks wrong with me. I can't leave me alone with me. I'm like, who is this nigga? Why do I feel him? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror. Wait, hold up, please stop. Got control
Please stop.
of me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be. Wait, hold up, please stop. Got control of me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm like, who is this nigga? Why do I feel him? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror. Alright, I got an idea. I'll tell you how it works. It's gonna sound a little outrageous, but hear me out first. Turn your
It's only the mask where whenever you are solving something, the numbers, the things, you see them passing by like that. Told you, this actually is trying to tell you like we are actually he's using the idea of maybe one of his best movies, The Mask, just trying to show what is happening in his own brain, because that's only the things that are abnormal can happen to normal people, if that makes sense. And also him, the conscious, trying to give him a way out of this craziness because he's trying to tell his conscious that please stop controlling me, stop telling me these things, I can't take it. Now it's like the conscious is giving him the way out. Let's listen to what it's going to say.
phone off for 2 weeks and start an outburst of worried family members, which leads to a local town search. And when they find you, you dead inside of your crib with a letter that says goodbye to your kid. But you don't get to see him anyway because your
So the conscious way out is saying that just kill yourself, nigga. Just kill yourself, dude. It's crazy, eh?
ex is wildin' and shit, so when it's little head, it's like you already died. It's a trip. While you reside in heaven or hell, whichever side that it is, your baby
You reside in heaven or hell, whichever side that it is. So it's like it's saying that the only way to deal with this craziness just take that bullet or just do whatever. Take your life. That's what it's saying.
moms that regret the shit she never tried to get fixed. If you're alive, chances are she'll never try to repent. I'm just trying to show you ways to exercise your revenge. All you want is love.
God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen to this. He's just trying to show him the way to exercise his love because the people hate him right now. We all know about the story of the ex-girl with the baby and stuff like that, how things are just crazy. He said that if you get yourself, if you die right now and you're gone, she can actually care for you. She can actually love you for a change. And it's crazy. It's always fun though. A lot of people start to appreciate rappers, a lot of people when they're gone, which is I don't get. Why can't you just show the love to the person while they're still alive? So this is what his conscience is telling him.
Love, right? Well, you gonna have to get some balls. Shoot your fucking brains out until they.
Told you, the mask. I told you, this is 100% something that I can tell you. We have seen the scene in the mask. We have seen like whenever the thing makes all the guns like trying to scare people, then shoot and nothing comes out of it. So it's an amazing. It's trying to put in the song is trying to put this intense this intense message, like the message you don't even want to hear, the message of how much his mind is fucking him up and how much his life is really at a terrible state, and he's trying to put something maybe people can laugh about and stuff like that, which for me makes this one of the amazing videos I've watched this year, because it's really explaining the idea of how the rap is going, if that makes sense.
They splat against the walls. I mean, it has to hit the blogs, and all your fans will get involved, and you'll be missed, cause people don't know what they have until it's lost. Hug your dad and kiss your mom before this transition is done into the new life.
Hug your dad, kiss your mama. Your friends will never know. They only appreciate what they missed when it's gone. All the things it's giving him ways, direction, a lot of ways of taking his life. Only thing in the end, he's just trying to tell him that destroy this brain. The brain can fuck people up. Mind problems, it's not a joke, people. A lot of people suffer from this thing. So these are some of the things that I felt like most people miss. The look of the roses that he's holding, and the idea of saying that they're gonna be putting roses on your grave, like they care. Go hug your dad, go hug your mom before this shit actually goes on, and crazy things like that.
Your current one is trash, it isn't fun. Yeah, everybody got problems and we all fighting this big war, but your problems are different. You got nothing to live for.
This 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 part in a way reminds me of Coming to America, the first one, by the way. I think it's just a little cameo he's putting in it, just to show some love for Eddie Murphy and the movie that they released as Coming to America 2. That's why we are seeing all these things. The past, I remember that crazy past and stuff like that. All these things are put, and at the same time trying to express his message that he's preaching in there. So there are a lot of things that he had to take, a lot of things that he respects, that he, all these things, just trying to make sure that people get his message straightforward. This is a crazy video. On top of that, it is a crazy message. With the other words I can use, it has been released, or it has been given to us in an amazing way that we can actually understand whatever that is happening in this track.
Hold up, oh no, fuck's wrong with me? I can't leave me alone with me. I'm like, who is this nigga? And why do I fear him? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror. Wait, hold up, please stop. It's got control of me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm like, who is this nigga? And why do I fear him? It couldn't be clearer. The man inside the mirror.
What I'm thinking, what you're thinking is not the important thing. We are alive right now, that is the important thing. It is important that you focus on this fundamental sense of aliveness within you, and then you will see there is a natural distance between you and your thought process. Once you create a little space between you and your mind, between you and your body, this is the end of suffering. Don't identify any thought as
This is trying to show you an idea of a lecture, is giving an idea of how you deal with your craziness in this thought, and is giving solution of dealing with these problems. Because usually when you have something stuck in your brain, it's gonna push you to the limit, either to do something harmful to your life or actually to end your life. So it's saying that what you're thinking, what you think there is, and if you create a space between those two things, what you're thinking and what's on your mind, you can create at least a vacuum in between, so that you don't exercise the thought process. You don't make those crazy thoughts into reality. Because one thing in life, it's easy to do crazy, terrible things to yourself rather than to do good things. Because guess what? What dominates each and every human being's mind is the craziness, is the crazy hope. Usually it's inspired from what we watch, a lot of things, a lot of activities that is happening around us. And I think is in a way it's just trying to tell you that you have to deal with that process and don't put yourself in that craziness. And it is a message to a lot of people. It is a lot of message, and it is a big, big message that people need to listen to. He's looking at his conscience straightforward. I'm wondering who's gonna win in his head. Who's winning, in fact? Who's going to give in? Is the conscience gonna give up, or is he gonna give in to the conscious? Is he gonna do what his brain is telling him to do? That is a question that a lot of people have to ask yourself, especially when you're going through some crazy mind problems. It's important how you find help over and how you deal with the situation.
Negative, because it's just a thought. Who told you it's negative? It's just a thought. You're making it up, maybe you like it. What's the problem? If you understand it's just a thought, it has no power. If you think it's a reality, then it destroys you.
The end, the end, people. Undercover production delivers again. What did we just see in the end? What did we just see there? A sign of hope. That hope just displayed there. A sign of hope, not only to himself, but also to his friends. He's telling them that I'm going this craziness, I'm going through this craziness, but at the same time, I'm not giving up. I'm fighting and I'm destroying each and every craziness that is going on in my brain. And the reason why we saw that exploding and destroying it means he is fighting a battle and in a way is giving us fans the hope that he's winning. So when you don't see Hope in the mic doesn't mean that his life is stopped because he's fighting some crazy demons as he has proven it, but also in the end, it shows you that he's winning. The sign of him giving that grenade to the conscious and removing it to blow out in his hands, it's saying that he's destroying craziness that is going through. He mentioned it in the Lost that he was doing some mind therapy. I don't remember what that was all over, but to deal with his conscious. So let's give him time, people. But what an amazing track. What a great display to tell his story to the world of how, in a physical way, how his brain was going on through. I think it took some time to make this thing. Imagine the action when he has to be the one here and the one who's receiving the craziness. It's never easy. It's never easy to do, but he did it so well. The mic, the production was just on top of the beat. Everything, something that you expect from Hope. And 2021, as much as we are still in the crazy lockdown, and also just to remind you something, a lot of people have went through this thing in this lockdown where we were prisoned. It means that more time that we could not distract ourselves from whatever that is happening, but what was happening. The mind got the chance to tell its story. A lot of things were happening. All of these things are what was being explained there. So, Hopsin is giving you people an idea of dealing with this craziness. At the same time, you also can pick up some ideas of how you can help yourself in this thing. Tell me what you think in the comment section. This has been Sam reacting to Me Alone with Me. I can't live with this alone with me. That's one of the crazy things that we've been dealing with. Cause we are in lockdown. A lot of people that you are there, you're in the house. If you at least have some people actually alone that cannot move around because of the coronavirus and stuff like that. It means it's only you and your mind. The only way you win is to try to learn how you can overcome your crazy thoughts to win. And I think Mr. did it so well to express how you deal with this thing. And I hope people learn something. I hope whenever you have this problem, seek help. It's important. Deal with the mind things. So these are some of the things that a lot of people might have missed, but they're really important, and you can definitely like you can take this news and relate it with your own life, and you can actually try to deal with it. This has been Sam. Hope you enjoy this, guys. I'll be back again with other videos because there are a lot of things that I need to cover. NF has just released an entire album, people. There's a track with Tech Nine. There's the story. All of these tracks, I've been hearing people talking about them. So I'm gonna do them. It might be in some few days to come, or actually I'm gonna release two in one day. But they are coming, people. Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to Sam Reacts to It. We'll be back again with another video. Thank you, Mr. Hopsin. And again, you deliver as you always do. Peace. See you.